Hi guys, welcome to Book of Shayla. Today we are going to combine a couple of hops. The first one is 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. As you know, I've been doing these, most everybody did them in June. I'm doing mine in July, and this is day 5. Has a whole bunch of blocks, and I kind of have a couple of different ideas what I'm going to do. I'm also combining this with Stamp and Stencil Savvy, and the stamp or the prompt for this month is to use a repeating pattern. Perfect for that. So I have pulled this stamp set by Sassafras Lass. Guys, this is old. I don't think it has a date on it, but it is old. But I thought these squares would be perfect for that. Plus, I'm going to give you my idea. First, I need a stencil. So where there's mixed media, I'm going to do some stenciling. I'm probably going to pull out a square stencil. I think I have an all in Create. Hold on. Let's just look together, shall we? Okay, so squares. I have a couple of different options. I have this one from Some Assemblage Required. I have this Uniquely Creative, and I have this All in Create. I'm going to pull all 3 of them out because I'm not sure which one. I might use all 3. But this is my idea, okay? So as you know, I made page kits for the 30 Days of Sketches to do in July, and mine are going to be travel layouts. So I have this Let's Travel from Cardabella. I had the 6x6 paper pad, and I pulled out my scraps, and I'm going to just cut them into like little things like this. I'm also going to stamp the background, and I'm going to stencil the background, and that is going to be my background. I also thought about using some of the ephemera and frames and tags as some of these squares too, because guys, if you've been on here, you've heard me rant and rave about Echo Park and Cardabella. I don't love their frames and tags and ephemera because to me it's just the same thing over and over. So if I can use some of these up, I'm going to try to do so. I also have the decorative brads and the enamel dots that I can use. I have pulled this Coast to Coast ephemera from American Crafts. There's also a little postcard here that I might use. So there's that. Was there something I picked this? I think I just did it for the colors. Oh, the Empire State Building, because the picture I use is going to be in New York, so I might use some of that. I also have pulled the Coast to Coast stickers, and my title is going to be I can't read it. Go for it, no regrets, journey big. That's my title. I'm going to, my product focus for this week is Felicity Jane. So I'm going to make NYC out of this. I also have some Bramble Fox acrylics. And this is my picture. It's me drinking coffee and eating ice cream in New York in November of 2021. And the reason my title is going to be No Regrets is because we went to New York, my daughter and I, just a month after it reopened after COVID. And we had no regrets that we went. And it was very different, and it was quite the experience. Nothing bad. It just was really different than what we had experienced where we lived. And so, but there were no regrets that we went. We went for 3 nights, I think. Yeah, 3 nights and saw 5 shows. So no regrets. And I have pulled some ink that I'm going to use with my stamps. They're close to my hearts. I have Crystal Blue, Honey, and Blossom. Since I just now pulled my stencils, I'm not sure what I'm going to use for my stenciling, but I'll figure out something. So that's what I'm going to do. I am going to go off camera, get all that ready, probably get this whole background done, and then come back on so my so it's not as long as the last video. Yesterday's video was a little long. Sorry about that, but this one's going to be a little shorter. So I will be back in a moment. So I finished my background, and guys, this is so different than anything that I've ever done, which is the reason I love 30 Days of Sketches. It gets me out of my box. It makes me think of new and different ways. So here is my background. Well, let me show you again. Here's the sketch. This is my background. And I kind of love it, I think. I took those stamps and stamped them just kind of all over. I did 2 of the stencils. This one is the All and Create stencil, and this one, I don't remember what it is. Do I have it here? Oh, yes, I do. Uniquely You, maybe? Or Uniquely Creative stencil. So, and then I just started laying stuff down, and it's different. It's different than the sketch, but like I said, I think I kind of like it. So here's my picture. I'm gonna put it down so then we can start embellishing. Okay, I pulled out some of the embellishments that I know I want to use from that Coast to Coast ephemera pack. I have pulled out this Empire State Building because, again, I was in New York, so I want all the representation of it. We didn't do like a whole lot in New York besides go to shows. Again, it was 2021. New York had only been open for like a month, or Broadway had only been open for a month, and things were still just kind of weird there. So we didn't do a whole lot of, we walked around a little bit, but we didn't ride the subway. We didn't ride a taxi. We were still trying to be kind of safe. And we didn't really know what to expect. So we did a little bit. We walked around. It was right after Thanksgiving, so we went and saw some of the Christmas decorations, but we didn't do nearly what we usually do. So I'm going to put Happy Travels here, and then I'm going to take my title and put it underneath that. And the title, once again, is from the Coast to Coast foam stickers. And I'm going to put it, I think I'm going to put it right here. I'm trying to decide how I want to put it. I think I'm just going to do it like this. I'll tell you, everyone thought I was kind of crazy. I didn't tell a whole lot of people we were going ahead of time because I knew it was I don't want to say controversial, but things were still kind of weird at that time, and people had some very different ideas about traveling. So we just kind of kept it to ourselves and just went, and then everybody's like, I can't believe you went. I know, but we did. So, and we loved it. Okay, no regrets. And then I'm going to put the NYC right here. I had promised my daughter, we had been there in 2018 on a trip with about 45 people. And that was her first time in New York. It wasn't mine. And so I had promised her we would go in 2020, a girls trip, because we didn't get to do nearly all the stuff that we wanted to do when we were with everybody else. Well, 2020 obviously didn't happen. So when that didn't happen, I promised her that as soon as Broadway opened up, we would go back and just do a Broadway show trip. And that's what we did. Okay. And then I think I'm going to put 2021. I think I'm going to put it down here. Trying to use this Felicity Jane since it is my product focus for the week. And it's kind of hard on these kits to use Felicity Jane because I already had my kits all made up. So I'm just kind of putting it in where I can. All right, so there's my 2021. All right, and I have already gotten some of these acrylic pieces ready to go. I think I'm just going to kind of set them around. Oh, I did not take the back off this one. I tried to take all the film off of it so that you wouldn't have to watch me do it, but I missed one. Oopsie. So I think I'm going to put it here. And then one of the blue ones. Did I take the, oh, I took it off that one. And then one of the dark blue ones. Maybe I should put this one. No, I like it here. I'm just trying to give it a little dimension because it's kind of flat. Oh, my nose is running so badly. I really want one here, but I feel like it's too close to that one. But let's go ahead and put it there for right now. Got a white one. I'm going to put it Adventure Begin. No, maybe up there. And then a blue one. This blue one here. Adventure Begins here. Let's switch out these two so that I don't have two blue right there. Okay. All right, so there's that. Then I have, I don't know if I want any of the decorative brads because they're real brads and I hate putting those things on. I'm so bad, aren't I? But I just don't really see a place for them anyway. So I don't think I'm going to add them. I probably should, but like I said, I'm being lazy. I don't want to. I actually think I'm going to put that one there instead of over there at the bottom so that it's not so close to that one. Okay, so there's that. Then, so I don't think I'm going to do the decorative brads. Instead of these enamel dots, which are what I'm supposed to, oh yeah, I forgot I had these geotags too. So where else could I do one? I probably don't want the green one because I don't have anything else that's green. I think I'll put it over here because I don't really have anything on, I don't have very much on that side. So I'm gonna put that one there. Okay, and then instead of the enamel dots, which I probably should use, I'm going to use the Felicity Jane hearts instead so that I can have some more Felicity Jane on my layout. Now, one thing I can say is these do not stick very well. I do know that, but I'm going to, let's see. I'm going to have to add some but kind of here where on these that I don't have anything, I'm just going to put little hearts. Let's see. Dot, 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 dot. Oh, here. What color do I want there? I think I want the dark blue. I'm just going to put it maybe here. I'll have to go back and glue these down. Okay, so all my ephemera now has something on it. So there's that. And I think that's going to do it for me. I'm going to have to go look up the date. I know it was November. It was the day after Thanksgiving that we got there. But I don't have the date for some reason on the back of the picture. So I'm going to have to go do that. So thank you so much for joining me. Here again is the sketch. This is what I came up with. This is also, remember, for Stamp and Stencil Savvy to use a repeated pattern, and I think I did that. And thank you so much for joining me. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, check out that How about, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button down below. Go check out everybody else that's playing along with Stamp and Stencil Savvy this week. Also, go watch the playlist of all the 30 days of sketches from last month, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.